went back in time and told myself what was happening. I said, hey, so you're gonna be taking a trip thing. You're gonna abandon all you know and all your projects and all the things that you would die and are dying for. You're not going to replace them with anything either. And in fact, you're not going to have a single goal or objective. All you're going to do is drive around and take pretty walks. And then my old self got in her car and bought a gun. She came back and she pointed the gun in my face. Storming, she seethed. Are you fucking crazy? I shake my head no and look at her like a mother as she threatens all types of things like my wild daughter. And tears rise from their wells and want to reach out and hug her as hers rise in terror from their deprivation chambers. And she yells, I won't do it. I can't. I would die. And I look at her knowing I'm about to end her life. Mama sheep of the canyon mall, my stomach aches at your vacuum altar, secondhand protector protecting me. My heart skips at your baby's click-clop feet. All the flies and all the beetles are in a trance and in surrender. All the grass has bowed to you. The pebbles carve your initials into each other. My shins are not laid in the dirt, for all of me needs a cleansing. The vicar makes a home with me. In your bath of warmth we are taken. My arrow points behind my back, and to my right and to my left. I'll be your army as you stop time. You're the new celebrities in this dying star world. I walked into the Chimayo shrine behind a black velour rhinestone tracksuit black fried ponytail princess. Ponytails don't bounce unless you swing it. Hers was like an old nun, mummified in prayer at perpetual bedside. Oh, Father, cast me in straw and let me enter a horse's mouth. A great American cream draft mare. Champagne coat, I'll name her Dita. Let me be carried through snow pine tunnels, drunk off moonlight, drunk off peace. Oh, Father, I am ready. Oh, Father, take me. And so he did. I went into the gift shop and bought a little silvery pendant of a heart aflame with thorns around it. Didn't know what it meant, didn't need to, and I bought an 80-cent chain to adorn myself with. It'd make my skin not as soft and smooth. The nickel tickled me in ways I guess I'm not meant. But I wore it day and night and never let it fall into the sink. Yes, I wore it day and night as we protected each other. Pretty dresses taunting me, hanging up in the backseat. Why'd you bring us all along on your journey of coming home? We want to dance, we want to spin, we want to go on fancy dates, we want to walk in city streets, be driven in black limousines. I say shut up, maybe one day, but for now we make our way to the motel where we will stay with paneled wood and carpet stains. I'll put you on, just one of you, one with red velvet roses strewn. I'll put you on and we'll strike a pose down on the floor by the red door. And on the bed with lacquered cream, and in the corner where I will sneeze, we'll make more lonesome memories, all I can do for the time being. I felt like a 1970s slut, which I mean is a compliment, when I was wearing my matching outfit of white thermals and nothing underneath. Up to my neck and down my wrists, my body covered up completely. Like a mouth is being a brat and trying to bite you playfully at the dinner table, and she just wants you and needs you and thinks everything's a joke and is having so much fun. And so you say, Sophie, can you help me in the kitchen for a moment? And you jolt my chair and up I hop, and I wouldn't smile at all the play politeness, and I follow you into the kitchen, half skipping at your heels, with my hands clasped behind my back, knocking at my skirt. And then behind the door, my hands grasp my hips as your hand covers my mouth completely as you warn, stop it, and I stick out my tongue and press it deep into your palm, and I look up at you like a cat who's going to attack you in a moment. My body was covered completely like that. Snow is the only type of surprise I like. She lays herself out for you to enjoy. But don't forget to zip yourself up. Snow is not an open book. Snow makes two broken hearts of your folding kneecaps. You bow and praise and kiss the ground she floats on. Your lips want to love her, but you kill her instead. Bloodedness puddles, crystalline perfection. Possible symmetry in your world of impossibilities. Your worth mistakes itself in her fine-spun presence. You're not born from a cloud, you're born from the womb. So assume the position and cry, I don't deserve you. An angel once 5 years ago. The sun was too sunny, but it is only me now, able to make this observation from afar. For who I was then was too far removed. All simple things would go on unnoticed. The moth-born fly and follow the moon was singed to a lamp of a nothing natural blue. What can you do really but let yourself burn? Blinded and overcome by the shadow realm. In my ghost flower body I felt every cell turn into death, pressed past its failures, turn into death, to let me escape, turn into death, to say maybe in the next, in the parking lot the serpent. I cannot kiss my cheek to the sun, I cannot write letters in my mother tongue. Alone in a sense, I prayed only once, and in an instant was sent a guardian girl. My saving angel met me in the desert. She had been followed by a warning bighorn. The ram spoke my name and said I was the one who too knew of melancholy, like it was her mother. She picked up the tin can and the simmer on the sand. The thread turned to gold, and the ram bowed his head. At the other end I was writing in fingertip script, pink white petrified thigh, invisible ink. Help me, save me, of no volition. Though violated and forgotten, my blue dove delivered. The broken distortion mirror was about to be shattered, but sometimes you want saving before you're ready. I looked an angel straight in her face, and without a word I said, thank you for visiting, but I'll stay right here. You should be on your way back to heaven where you, I am sure you, belong. I watched her drive away, without my body, without my spirit, which was not with me either. I lowered my eyes, put the chess pieces back. No, I don't want to play, and I never will. Years of fog, but just this once, a moment of magic, I turned back into dust. I feel nothing about this time, but there's a piece of a mirror in my back pocket. I will return to this place where the strangeness occurred. I will be wrapped in the winds at the howled edges. I will walk with a ghost and say, look at us now, as I toss the sliver of remains into the green